All right. Good morning, traders. Hopefully, uh, guys might have heard the dog bark there. Didn't realize I already had the stream going. You might have heard me cussing. Hopefully, this live stream doesn't get demonetized because that was an accident. All right. Anyway, so I still got 10 shares of PIRS left from yesterday. See, this bad boys went on a massive run from yesterday there. So I'm holding it for a little bit longer to see if it's going to push today. It may end up being end up being a day trade, but it is up quite a bit from yesterday. So we'll see. It's still, on the 5 minute, it's still looking pretty decent. Look at it on the 15, it's above all the indicators at the moment. So definitely could be a possible play today for another run. Let's see what else we got going on. See, we got some volume in here this morning. Well, we had volume yesterday, and then that, had a quick little first 30 minutes. See, Riot and Mara would be ones to keep on watch too, as the cryptos have been rebounding. See, AMC is getting a lot of Facebook hype again. Everybody's trying to Wall Street bets everything. Yeah, I don't like any of that. We'll look at it. I guess we'll keep an eye on AMC, but I just don't like trading stuff that's all over social media, because by then it's usually too late. And that's still climbing. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if this is all the short squeeze talk or what, or if this is just the economy opening back up and now AMC has a chance to try to survive. I don't really know. There's no way to really tell. But it may be a little of both. Let's keep an eye on it. NBRV. So they have positive phase 3. Their phase 3 met primary endpoint. Let's actually check. That's weird. It was only one end. I've never really heard of one endpoint. Let's see, and they also said the research partner signed a deal as well. So that's actually pretty good PR. Pretty low float. That's one I have to keep on watch. And Naked's not doing much. I don't like Naked. We see NBRV on the... And it's got some indicators but above it, but we could see if it pops up. OCGN not doing anything. That looks bad. It doesn't say the float. This looks like this was a recent IPO or uplisting. Keep an eye on it. So we have an acquisition on this company. It has no volume though. I'm not even gonna keep an eye on that. Big sell off there. PTIX maybe a possible play. And then Riot and Mara. I guess that could be a possible play. So that's what I'm going with for now. Number one watch out the gate is going to be PIRS. And we'll see if it can continue to make this bull move that it's making. Like I said, it could be a possible play for today as well. Checking the SPY real quick. SPY still barely staying afloat. Going, I mean, it's a little bit of upward momentum, but pretty much like right in the hit through here. Just the SPY's been going sideways since yesterday. Well, no, let's see, Monday. SPY's has been going sideways since Monday. So you can see a lot of indecision going on there. VXX is still low. All right. This may come out hot out the gate. There's a possibility. We'll see. We got 5 minutes now. I'm gonna go get ready for stream. Take a little quick breather before we start out. Then I'll be back right before the bell to see what happens with PRS here. Alright, so let's see what's going on. PRS is dropping a little bit here on the 1 minute. I'll give it a second to see if it's going to find some support. And it looks like it's trying to at the 100-day. So I'll give it a chance. The Thinkorswim is lagging. There we go. AMC starting to pop. Could be a possible play. It's above all indicators at the moment. BRV going down. PTIX popping up. This was... I'll have to keep an eye on that. Riot and Merit popping up. So we got a lot of stuff popping up here in the first 30 minutes. Oh, Merit just spiked some more. So we'll have to wait this out a little bit. It's too much going on all at once to try to... Yeah, look at all this. Everything's going to the SPY. What's the SPY doing? Okay, that's a little weird. SPY is going down some. Yeah, it's too much going on right now to try to find a play unless I'm going to scalp a quick scalp somewhere. Boy, Riot and Merit both ripping pretty nicely so far. So PRS may drop off here. And if you're just joining, good morning, Arlen. If you're just joining, this 10 shares that I have on PRS is from yesterday. Is it back on the chart here? Well, it's not showing it right at the moment, but it should show my entries. Oh, the OBL swing I got out of because it went down pretty hard yesterday, so I just got out of it. Took like a $50 loss, but it should have been a win. I had too much going on to keep up with it. I'm getting close to locking this out. It's trying to hold this 450. See DYAI, nothing there. There's another guy popping up. See, SPY's trying to push back. Let's see on a higher time frame where this 20-day is. Oh, actually, we're testing the 50 on the 15-minute. So that's where it's trying to hold support at the moment. I'll give it down. I give it down to 450. Got a little bull flag on Mara there. PTIX still climbing. PRS starting to come back up a little. MBRV with a nice U shape. Where's that at? 223. go on this if it starts to cross over. The 1 minute we got a long ways to cross over, but see all that resistance ahead. But on the 5 minute, we're close to crossing over right here. See, how high was this? It's at 263. PIS still not dropping. A little bit of a double bottom there, so this might still be a play. Curling over. PTIX pulling back. Mara's still making that little pull flag. Keep an eye on NVRV for a second. This is the primary endpoints on the phase 3. Whoops, went to the 4 hour. You can see on the 4 hour it's starting to cross the 200 day. So yeah, we got a possible play. Let's see. Yeah, 225 is what it's got to break. Oh, PRS cracking that. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of PRS. Lock in that rest of that little profit there. And BRV pulling down still. KTRA. Their thing has been activated. That made me want to keep an eye. I'm going to put KTRA up there just to keep an eye on it. AMC with a little pullback there. BRV. Gotta wait it out. Just gotta wait for a safe play. Or a good play. And this is starting to get some volume. I may hop in this. You see this? Interesting. Yeah, I'm hopping in. Starting to get volume. It's above all indicators. It's very low float and there's not a lot of volume yet, but if this continues to get volume, it definitely could break out big. So where'd I get filled? 166. That's not too bad. Oh, I only got 10. What the? Oh boy. Go ahead and grab some more there. Got 50 there. And then let's see if it pulls back here. If it pulls back a little bit, I might grab 40 more. See, it puts me at 168. God, I'd like to have that 100 at 166, not 168, but that's all right. Yeah, all this thing needs is volume. Let me give that a second. NVRB, and it's still below all those indicators. Nothing there yet. PRS is still trying to hold up, but nothing there yet. PTIX coming back down to the 20-day there. On the 5 minutes, way off, but we might look for an entry on that too. I'll take a shot here at 350. Just 50 shares, just a light little position to see if it's going to try to come back up and test 4. See if this 20-day holds up on the 1 minute. See KTR down a little bit. There we go. Pull back a little bit more. I'm going to get a few more shares if you pull back. And see right here, we want to make sure this holds. I might have 20 more there. I'm back down to 167 on my entry. MBVR, is it coming back up? Well, it is coming back up. Let's grab some of that too. I don't have enough money to grab any of that. Let's go 30. There we go. Because it's starting to do that crossover. Breaking at 225, that was some strong resistance. So this could start moving. Especially if this 20-day can cross over the 50, we'll be good to go there. So I'm going to take this 4 off. I got three plays here, small shares on each one of them. I'm actually going to take all these other off. Let's see, what do I got? I got PTIX not holding that 350 area. I need to be able to see all 3 of these without getting confused. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I need to keep an eye on PTIX. Oops. MBRV is alright. It's trying to push. And let that do its thing. Get that crossover. KTRA still just slowly doing its thing. Just need some volume to come in there. Let's look at this on the 1 minute. Yeah. I may have to. How about a PTIX? It may be done here. MBRV coming back down, getting rejected there. Again at that 100-day. Getting a lot of rejections. PTIX and NBVR getting rejected at some pretty key places. Yeah, on NBVR, it's looking all right for now. I mean, it had a little pullback getting rejected there. As long as it keeps testing that 225, we should see that break through that soon. Yeah. On the 1 minute, yeah, you can see on the 1 minute, the 20's starting to try to cross the 50. It'll be the start of a cross on the 1 minute. You can see back here on the 1 minute, it's been below the 20 day's been below the 50 day, but it's getting real close. If this can pop back up to 225, we can see that crossover start there. PTIX needs to come back alive here. Ooh, I don't like the way that looks. 320 is at bottom. 5 minute. NBRV may be about done here. See 215 acting as resistance right now. It needs to act as support. There it goes. So let's see. Alright, PTIX coming all the way back down here. Oh, KTRA just jumped up. Look at there. KTRA is starting to get attention. It's starting to get attention. We may have a frisky one here. I'm gonna keep the eye on it out of the corner of my eye. We're looking on the 1 minute here. 9 still hasn't crossed. Still a little sketchy on the 1 minute at the moment. I can't hold this much longer. I'm going to have to let it go if it keeps this up. There it goes. It's starting to bounce a little bit. Yeah, NRBV starting to look pretty decent as well. KTRA still slowly pushing. Look, we don't have 1 million in volume yet. We only have a 500,000 in volume. So if we get some real big buying volume to come in here, some million in volume candles, this thing could go nuts. Look at that big buyer at 185, 783 there. Very nice. NBRV starting to break over 225, holding 225 as support actually right now. So we're getting a little frisky here. KTRA up to 192. Let's go. I'm about to dump PTIX. It's got a little bit longer to last there because we got these other two starting to move. Both of them look like they got some more to go. And PTIX is not looking great. It's got to hold up. Let's see, we got 3 minutes for this 5 minute candle to close above the 20 day. See NBRV, still some selling pressure there. NBRV still struggling. If that does not break through soon, and it already does. It already looks like it's starting to reject pretty hard here. What are you confused about on NBRV? why it's not breaking out. My best guess is that 100-day right there is the problem. Too many sellers are sitting there apparently. We'll see. We'll see. I'm still going to give it a little bit more time, but it is getting real sketchy. Oh, you're confused about what you want to do? Yeah, it's a little sketchy right now because it's kind of just going sideways. I'll say it was PTIX holding up that 20 there. KTRA just still slowly doing its thing. Got a big seller at 190, so we need to see KTRA jump over 190. Oh, here it comes too. Here it comes. Look at this big buying volume on this big volume bar on this candle. About 500,000 in volume. We just need a little bit more buying to push it to really get this thing going. Got 45 seconds on these 5-minute candles to close. Hello, Kate Finance. I'm assuming by your name, Kate, that you have your own YouTube channel. Would I be wrong in that assumption? I mean, just but with a name like that, I would assume you have your own YouTube channel. So we could see a shift in volume here. PRS all the way down at 200. Oh, not PRS, PTIX. We could see a shift of volume if KTRA really starts moving. Then MBRV and PTIX could dump. Because we could see all that, like if KTRA breaks $2, I could see the volume, some of the volume leaving those two, the day trading volume, and coming into KTRA. Because right now it's showing on the scanner, so it's at 27%. Other traders have to be seeing that, and they have to see it's a low float, and they've got to be seeing the positive phase 3. So if it keeps slowly climbing, let's see what you say here. Three red candles and two. Yeah, it's hard to catch patterns off of the candles if you don't know the candle patterns. There's a bunch of candlestick patterns that you can learn, like the engulfing candle, 3 white soldiers, the doji star. The only ones I really use is the engulfing and the doji star. The rest of them, it just kind of feels like you can get trapped. Yeah, see, NRBV is very close to cracking. Okay, TRA starting to push up some more. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna try and get NBRV a chance here. And PTIX, because they still have a chance if they can hold. Let's see, let me look at the 1 minute here. Yeah, NRBV on the 1 minute is below all those indicators. We're turning pretty bearish. It's going to have to pop back up here soon. It does not look good right now, though. PTIX is still okay. A little bit of a pullback on KTRA. We finally did get 1.5 million in volume. It just wasn't on one candle, but this is starting to get a little bit of volume. See, if PTIX starts cracking here, it's going to drop too. It's going to start dragging that 9 EMA down. It needs to get back over 340, 350. And NBRV is not looking good. Give it just a little bit longer. Actually, I'm getting out. Right here when it crossed over, right here when it crossed over the 50-day on the 1 minute chart, you can see it right here. As soon as it crossed, that's when the dump started happening. And I just now noticed that. I should have got out earlier, but that's alright. It's only a $6 loss. I'm not worried about that. Let's see, PTIX is starting to come back alive. KTRA still slowly doing its thing. Still bullish above everything. Good to go there. There we go. Come back alive, PTIX. There we go. That's starting to come back alive now. Yeah, we're looking swimmingly on KTRA right now. Yep. Keep creeping up to that $2. Ooh, PTIX coming back up too. Oh boy, we're about to go crazy here if we break 2. See if we can do it. There it comes. Oh, nope, still getting hung up at 2. And to give it, it's probably going to have to consolidate here for a minute. We got all the way up to 205. Oh, we're looking good here. If it breaks over 205. Oh. We'll go ahead and I'm going to lock 10 out here at 205 just to lock something in. I got 70 left. There we go. Starting to pop a little bit more. Up to 216. Very nice. How much more frisk you got in you? I'm gonna take another 10 up here. It's 215 area. There we go. Still climbing. Very nice. Very nice. We'll go ahead and lock 30 more out. So now I've got 30 left. I'm going to hold 30 and see if this last 30 can keep on running. But we are off of the 9 or the 20 EMA quite a bit. So it may pull back down to there. We'll see. Yeah, NBRV cracking off. So yeah, see, you can avoid this type of loss just by seeing the indicators right here on the 1 minute. As soon as that 20 day crosses over something, it always leads to the direction of the stock. It's either if it crosses to the upside, it'll lead to an upward direction. If it crosses to the downside, it's going to go down. See, PTIX still trying to slowly climb, but it's still above the 20 days, so I'm fine there. I'm fine with that. How much more Frisky got in you, KTRA? What else you got for me? Yeah, we may have a pullback. We may pull back to the 20. Or at least 2. It may pull back to 2 and try to consolidate there. Come on here, PTIX. What are you doing? Let's see. It got rejected at 350, so it's got to get back over 350 here soon. It's still trying to hold here, but got to get back over that soon. We are dropping down a little bit. The indicator's still holding. Yeah, KTRA coming back down to 2. Just about what I expected. It's at 2 with strong resistance, and then it's right above the 20 days, so I figured that would be pretty strong support. Let's see if I can hold up and see if it starts to move some more. So we're gonna watch this on the 1 minute. If this 20 day starts crossing below the 50 day, gotta get out. If you guys haven't yet, be sure to check out the interview with CEO Charles Allen from BTCS. Part 1 came out last night, and part 2 of the interview will be coming out probably today, more than likely. If not today, tomorrow. Now see, we're getting very close to turning around here on PTIX. And you can see at 20 day it's starting to get drugged down by the price, so we're very close to crossing over here to the bearish side. Trying to get half a second to see if it's going to pop back up, because we haven't crossed yet, but it does look like it's going to crack. See KTRA still holding that $2 support. It's testing that support area. Keep an eye on PRIS too. It's starting to slowly creep back up to 430. See, KTRA just pulled back there to 191. Testing that 20 day. 20 day starting to point down a little bit. We'll have to give that a little bit of time too. Alright, PTIX, what are you going to do here, buddy? DLPN could be a possible play. See, even though this was bullish on the 5 minute, it wasn't bullish on the daily, and you really want to see, like the big difference between KTRA and all these other plays is KTRA was already pointing up like it was going to try to break across. You can see it on the daily; it's almost across there. If this pushes up any more, this will be extremely bullish if it can cross over those 3 EMAs right there. They're all together, which I think is what the Golden Star breakout is or whatever, but I don't really care about the name of the breakout. I only care of how to find the breakout. So but just like PRS yesterday, I mean PRS, you can see right there, look at PRS on that crossover. It started crossing yesterday, and that's when I got in it. And then made this nice move. But when you're getting those crossovers on the EMAs like that, and it's going bullish on the daily, that's when you're going to get really big rips. And PTIX is, yeah. The EMAs are a little bit spread apart there. Oh, I think I'm about to have to get out of this. Oh, yeah. You see it starting to cross over. I'm trying to give it half a second. See if I can get this loss a little bit lower, but I may just have to jump out. There it goes. It's starting to come back up a little bit. It's testing that 200 day on the 1 minute. If that cracks, that's over. Yeah, I'm getting out. Whoops. There we go. Alright, so a little loss there. $22. I'm still... Actually, I'm break even right now on the day. So I just need KTRA to start taking off here soon. That may be it. That may be it. For now. What's the SPY doing? SPY looks like it's still going sideways. Yeah, it had a little drop, but looking back at it, it's just going sideways. I wonder if I can buy any more of this. PTIX did pop up back up a little. I did get out of there a little too early. So I got 2 more shares there. What I got, 40 right now. I got 10 more shares getting back in here, as it looks like it may try to rebound some. My entry now is at 173, which is back at the 20-day. It's a bit of an ugly candle on that 15-minute. Is KTRA gonna hold or not? That's the question.
It's trying. It's struggling, but it's trying. It's got to break back over too. That area is such a strong area. What's this line about? Let's take that stupid line off there. Yeah, get all these drawings out of here. There we go. You just see some buying come back in to push this to 2. It's really slowing off. Let's see. Yeah, so we got a little ways on that moving average there. All right, KTRA, figure out what you're doing. ASXC had a nice little move up. It's getting hung up in this 250 area. All the indicators are there. There's a lot of resistance in that area. PRS back up to 430. This guy's slowly creeping back up. And if we see the, let me see here. If we see the 20-day starting to cross over on, that doesn't look very good on the 4-hour. But if that can cross back over, that may come back alive. It may be a little bit later today, but that's one definitely to keep an eye on. So it looks like it may try to come all the way down. To that entry. If it can't hold up in here, if it can't hold up, this was a pump and dump. It's trying his little heart. It's trying his little heart out. PRS starting to roll a little bit. Yeah, CPTIX is done just below those indicators right now until it crosses back over. It's gonna be done. There you go. You find your support right there. You see, look at that. Look, I don't have to draw any support lines or anything. Where's that getting held? Where's that holding up at? Right there on that 50-day. Well, you guys are quiet in the chat today. Where's old DB at? And One Life, the moderator, they go on vacation together? Where'd they go? South Miami Beach. They're down there bumping Montero together. Shooting star. I don't know what the shooting star pattern is. That's a candle pattern, but I don't know what it is. Like I said, I only really know the engulfing and the doji. Not doji, doji. Before there was Doge, there was Doji. What's on the 15-minute? Let me see. Oh, this pattern here. I don't remember what the shooting. What does the shooting star do? It sounds like it would go up off of the shooting star, but you never know. Well, if it's the long wick, narrow body that I'm looking at, then I would assume that it leads to a sell-off. Yeah, so it's just like a doji basically. Doji the same thing. It just shows a trend reversal. But let's see if that candlestick matters. Looks like everything is slowing down. It's kind of the same thing that we had yesterday where we started out real hot and then everything just slowed down. And things didn't really get hot again until 10 o'clock, I think. Or right before 10. Yeah, I'm holding on to it for now, but I am very close to locking the rest of it out, because even without really knowing what a shooting star was, I'm not gonna hold this any longer. I have to. It's getting close back down to my entry, so I'm gonna take it if it starts dropping any more than this. Because if it starts dropping any lower, then that 20-day will start crossing, or at least it'll start dragging down, which will sell scalers at. Which, wow, those are some words right there. I don't know what words those were, but those are some words. I don't even know what I was even saying anymore. My brain just glitched when I realized that those noises came out of my mouth. I didn't even know what I was saying. God, that was... Whew. Doing all these live streams and recordings and stuff is giving me brain damage. No, let's be honest. I had brain damage before that. I ain't gonna lie. Not. I get what you're saying now on the shooting star, though. Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, just that long upper wick. That's probably why I haven't memorized the shooting star at all, because normally, anytime there's a big wick like this, it leads to a sell-off afterwards, because that's a lot of selling pressure. That's all that means. Buyers tried to push it up, and sellers said no, 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 no. And then when that happens, buyers are like, okay, fine, and then they give up. But it still is above all the indicators on the 15. Still above on the 5. And we are just right below it on the 1. So if it can break back above here on the 1 and break $2, this will probably run again. Yeah, now I get it's one of those things, like I said, like I don't like if you trade candlestick patterns, there's nothing wrong with it. Like I said, I use the Golfing and the Doji Star, but just I've always known that if there's a big upper wick, that's too much selling, so you don't want to really stay in there. But as long as these indicators hold up, I'm gonna stay in there, like I did with PRIS yesterday. Or not, yeah, PRIS. I had that last little 10 shares I was holding on to, and it just kept climbing right up the 20-day all day. It did have a little couple bounces down to the 50, but the 50 was real close, and it just never crossed back over the 50. Now, that's the thing. If you never get a crossover, then the stock is going to keep going up. The crossover, the trend line is going to be your biggest sign of a what do you call it? Well, this is going to be your biggest sign to get out, basically. So the crossovers are your signs to get in and your signs to get out. Now, this could sell off. It is testing the $2 area, but it does need to push for a new high if it's going to be fine. Yeah, we're looking pretty good. See the 20-day starting to point back up. As we push up, the 20-day will follow. Let's say it's a robot. It's an algorithm, these indicators. But we know, yeah, see, look, that's kind of starting a downtrend there. We need a strong break over 2 here. It's having some issues. Now that looks pretty nice. Let's see. What is this, a 1 minute candle? Yeah. See how buyers pushing this up. Sellers tried to push it down. Same thing on the shooting star candle pattern. Just the opposite. It's not quite as big as a wick though, but on the 1 minute, that's a pretty good sign of buying. Buyers holding this up. Yeah, everything else just going to hell, basically. That was kind of what I was concerned about. Like I said, but it's not. It wasn't really a volume switch though, because KTRA didn't. I mean, it got a little volume and popped up, but there's still a lot of volume on those other plays. It's just a lot of selling volume right now. It didn't really transfer over to KTRA. And looks like that. Looks like a little. That shooting star may be right. Maybe an accurate shooting star. I don't know yet. Well, that was a pretty short-lived crash in the crypto market. Lasted all of 2-3 days, and now everything's halfway back up. They could continue to crash, but a lot of them are looking good for trend reversals. Yeah, we do have a little battle going on right now. I still think buyers have control. But sellers are getting a little more pressure in there. Good morning, Brian. How you doing, sir? There you go. Come on back up to 2. Pretty good. Very nice. Good to hear. Camera. A little bit further. You're almost there. A little bit of selling there at 198. Got some decent size orders. One for like 20,000. So real quick, I want to check over here to see what Express did. Express still climbing. Look at that. Express, very nice move for a higher float stock. Or is it actually Express? I don't think has that high of a float. Well, no, it doesn't have a high of that float. It's 66 million. That's not that. It's not that high at all. Oh, that's NBRV. I'm gonna get back to KTR8. Come here. Come on. Do it. Oh, there we go. All right. The suspense. This is a real battle between the buyers and the sellers. Sellers are saying, we want to bring this down. Buyers are saying, not today, sellers. And they are beating each other with billy clubs right now. That's what I imagine, like in the pits of Wall Street, down on the floor. At this point in 2021, they probably just all have billy sticks. And they just start beating each other with them when they're arguing. Of course, nowadays they probably don't even go down in the floor anymore with everything being so digital. But I'm sure there might still be some people who do. Some of those old school traders like Daniel B. Well, we don't trust technology. It's the devil. You gotta trade with a naked chart. Let's see. Still getting hung over that 198. You can just see this battle. These candles are getting tighter and tighter. So we're either gonna get break over 2 here real soon, or this is gonna pull back real soon. But this battle will not go on forever. Oh, and there it goes, starting to pop over 2. Still struggling with it though. Yeah, this is an intense battle. It's back and forth. It's like a Norwegian thumb wrestling Norwegian thumb wrestling match. No, actually, if Wall Street's beating each other with billy clubs, then the Reddit traders, they're all well, I forgot the joke. It's that brain damage acting up again. I had another joke, and it's going to be about the Reddit traders this time, but I can't remember it. So, oh well. New people in the live stream's probably like, why is anybody watching this guy? He's got brain damage and can't remember what he said 3 seconds ago. First impressions are a big deal, and I know sometimes on these live streams people get a first impression of me, and it's probably crazy as hell. But here's the thing, you gotta have a little fun. If you're trading stocks, cryptos, whatever, you take it too seriously and stress yourself out and give yourself bad anxiety and all that, you're going to be miserable. And I like to trade stocks and I like trading crypto, so I like to have a little fun while I'm trading them. You gotta enjoy what you do. I know some of you are doing this to try to better your lives, and that's always a good thing. But you also just can't rely on stock trading alone. You gotta, work on your credit, get into some real estate one way or another, because the tax benefits and stuff you get from real estate is insane. Oh, a little quick pop up there to 210. We may get going again here. We're getting real close. See, 225 was the last area that held up as resistance. As you can see, it's right across there. So if it can break 225, it's got room to 250, and then after 250, it's got room all the way up to 3. Now, will it get all the way up to 3? We don't know yet. We can only hold out and wait here. But at the current rate it's going, I definitely think we'll test 225 again. That's about as far as I will take my analysis. Yeah, higher lows. We're getting some higher lows. We just need a higher high. That's why we need to test that 225. If we can break that and push for a new high, then I'll feel really good about it. Well, you know a lot of patterns, Dope Kaleidoscope. You trading with triangles and candlestick patterns and all kinds of stuff, man. I'm not knocking. I'm just saying that's impressive. That's a lot of information to use to analyze every day. A little bit of selling at 210, and it's breaking down. Oh, nope, almost. Very close. Hey, that's what you gotta do. Learn as much as you can, and then just start developing a strategy that is comfortable for you. I've been saying this new strategy I've been using, the biggest thing I like about it is it makes me comfortable. I don't have any extra thinking I've got to do. Or see, now it's starting to come back down. If it cracks 2, I'm going to get out here. Let's see on the 5-minute where we're at though first. Yeah, so we are a little above 20-day on the 5-minute. That's looking pretty good though, still. But it is a low float stock, so it could turn around at any time. You never know with these low floats if they're gonna just all of a sudden dump or what. Let's see, we'll test 210 again here, and it looks like it's going to break down this time. Oh, maybe not. It was so close. 211 was about to be on the ask, and then more sellers come in at 210. We're getting a lot of, there we go. I'm going to say a lot of people selling there. Should get all those sellers out. Now we got some at 215. Come on. You can do it. You can get through that 215. I know you got it in you. If I have to start singing to you, KTRA, I will. Come on. Get through there a little bit more. There you go. Very nice. So getting through that 215, we should be on our way to 225. Don't really see. I don't see really why would we get stopped there in this area. We should go ahead and see the push to 225. Well, unless 215 continues to hold up, it may have to consolidate again for a minute. Coming back down to that 2, consolidating a little rejection off of 215, so 215 is pretty strong. There's multiple times on that level 2 where it almost broke, and then sellers came back in, and it did break for a second. But as we're getting close to this high a day, there's definitely going to be selling pressure. Any bag holders who got in up here at 223 trying to save face, it comes up to 220, they might be like, oh, I can get out now with a small loss or whatever. Or people who's been holding back here, like me. I gotta thank Sways. I don't know where Sways 99 has been, but Sways, the scanner is how I found KTRA. I saw it start popping up on the scanner and saw that it was above all the indicators there on the 1 minute. Caught that one right before it really started getting volume. Like that, I don't think I could have got a better entry on this play. Because there'd been no reason to buy it back here, but right here, I mean, just barely any volume yet, and then that volume starts slowly coming in, and then we start seeing the bigger volume. But that was I got to toot my own horn on that one a little bit. That entry was fantastic. Now that's not always going to work. Sometimes you get in one that doesn't have volume yet, and it just may keep going sideways or even drop off. But this one had a good PR. Positive phase, whatever, and I think 2 or 3, but they also got their thing activated in 15 U.S. sites. Low float, lot of positives this had. The probabilities of it breaking out was better than it crashing through all these support. All of these support indicators. So basically, what I'm seeing here is that it pulled off of the 20-day a little bit and then pulled back to it, but the 20-day still moving up. So a little bit of selling at 210 again. We need to get back through 210. We don't want 210 holding as resistance because we got to take out that 215 area. So I guess on the 5 minute, yeah, it looks pretty good on the 5 minute. It is quite a ways off EMA there. Way off the EMA on the 15 minutes. So yeah, we may be a little overextended. See, if 2 cracks here, I'm probably just going to take it. Oops, I almost hit buy market. This has been a war, and the sellers are still going pretty hard. The buyers are trying to push, but I mean, we had a struggle at 2. We had a struggle at 205. We had a struggle at 210. Struggle at 215. It's just not getting enough buying pressure yet to push all these sellers out of the way. Where the shorters like Dope Kaleidoscope was talking about. And some of this buying, shorters may got out on that wedge, but some of this buying may be shorters. Yeah, some of this buying might have been shorters covering. So if that was the majority of that buying volume was just shorts covering, we don't have any new buyers coming in. I mean, look at this. Was a lot of candles in a row of red. 6 candles. Did just get a doji star right there on the 1 minute though. Yeah, it's a. Yeah, I'd consider that a doji. It's a. Oh, whoop, there it goes. Yeah, so that's what I was concerned about. I'm gonna give it half a second to see if it comes back up. If not, I'm gonna hop out. I'll at least be break even on the day. Although the 20 is close to breaking over the 50-day on the daily chart. You see it's pointing up on the daily chart. If this continues, if this can rebound here some and keep pushing up, we could see this break over that very soon. Let's see how low it gets here for a second. I'm gonna give it just a few more minutes. And then if you guys have any questions, suggestions, or ideas, go ahead and get those in. We'll give the stream, I don't know, 15, 20 more minutes here. That's not a pretty pattern on the 1 minute. It's a lot of times you see it's a little sell off like that and then a little green candle. If this candle starts turning red and starts dropping, then it could very easily crack down some more. Just not getting much new buy-in in this at all. Yeah, it's starting to crack a little bit. Oh yeah, we're starting to crack here, so I'm getting ready to take this. See 190 acting as some resistance now too. Okay, it did break over that though. It's trying to hold this 100-day as support. We'll see if it can. Yeah, if this is really struggling. We're not getting very much buy-in right now. Like 190 is trying to hold as support, but I'm struggling. See how's everything else doing. PRS kept selling off. NBRV slowly coming back up. Possible cross over the 50 there. PTIX is done. But NBRV may still have a shot to try to climb again if it starts getting some crossovers. See these white checks here. That's a sign of very light volume. I think I'm going to have to get out. So there's a lot of sellers sitting at 190 now. Well, we got the same amount of buyers sitting. New buyers just came in. There we go. Let's see if they keep coming in, but a bunch of big buying came in there at 189. Well, not big buying, but bigger buying than we've had in the last few minutes. Oh, see right there on the 5 minute, we just came down and touched the 20-day. We got buyers sitting at 190, but we just don't have very many buyers coming in over where these buyers are at support. We're getting very close to a crossover on the 1 minute. You can see that 9 and start or the 20. Why do I keep saying that? The 9, the 9, the 9. It's the 20. That 20 close to crossing over the 50 right here on the 1 minute. If KTRA can get back above 2, it'll be good to go. If it doesn't here in the next couple of candles, it's going to sell off. SPY is still going sideways. This is kind of scary. The SPY's just been going sideways the last couple of days. So nobody's got any questions or comments or suggestions. No trash talking, no trolling. It's been so quiet in the stream without Daniel being here to troll the hell out of me. But maybe that's what he's trying to do, is teach me a lesson by not being here or being quiet. It's like, I'll give you a boring live stream where people can actually listen and learn. Instead of me trolling with vague information. I'm trolling him right now for all the trolling he's doing. I don't know if he's in the stream listening or if he's not. If he's been in the stream this long, he's been very quiet. So I'm trying to poke at him and see if I can get him to liven up here. Yeah, this looks like this is about to crack. I'm about to get out right here. Yeah, I'm getting out. Alright, so I'm out of that. And you see that crossover is real close to happening to the downside. So about break even on the day. Well, actually, no, I'm not, because PRIS, I did lock in that rest of that shares for a little profit. So actually, I'm actually up on the day. I'm not up much, but I'm up a little. I'm up like $7, so that's a green day. It's not a great green day, but a little green day is still better than no green days, so I will take it. So I think tomorrow, because we've seen, let's see, pretty much the last 3 days, this whole week, we've seen stocks going crazy that first little bit of the market, and then everything just slows down super slow, like we're in right now. And then maybe here in a little bit, something will heat up and start moving again. We got KERN starting to pop up. Yeah. What happened to AMC? Where'd AMC go? I thought AMC was supposed to rip $200 today. Oh, man. Actually, AMC's alright for now. Does look a little sketchy, though. Alright, appreciate it. Dope Kaleidoscope. I'm about to hop off here as well. Appreciate you guys smashing that like button, teaching that dirty YouTube algorithm a lesson. He cut the tongs off my sandals. Tried to put my feet in my sandals out looking, just slid right through them. No tongs there to catch my toes. Just kidding. I don't even wear sandals, but still, if I had sandals, the YouTube algorithm would cut the tongs off us. So we gotta teach it a lesson. But we'll be back tomorrow with some more live stream trading. I'm gonna continue to do this strategy because, you know, it's not doing too bad. Just started it Monday, and I'm probably about break even for the week. I held OBL in a little too long. I should have locked OBL in out. I had a good chance to lock that out for some profits, but I was in the middle of a bunch of stuff and forgot I had OBL in. Nothing really I could do about that one. I should have put a stop loss in, though, and I just forgot about it. But that's it for today, folks. So you guys have a great rest of your day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Stay safe out there. Until next time.